So, as you may well know, I've recently gotten into VR, and as a newcomer to the technology, you can just imagine with all the plethora of standalone and hardware-dependent VR units available today, and more coming from big manufacturers in the near future, it's really hard to wrap your head around the VR revolution and to pick the right product for you. So the nice, kind folks over at PICO sent me its latest entry into its dedicated standalone VR hardware unit, the PICO 4, and I've got to tell you, I wasn't really expecting too much when it arrived, but that quickly changed when I took the unit out of the box and turned it on and tried it for the first time. This is the Foxy Games UK PICO 4 VR review. A warm welcome back to another Foxy Games UK news video. Now if you like the work I do here, go ahead, like, subscribe, hit notification, follow Foxy Games UK via Twitter at FoxyGames_UK for more informative gaming news, rumour, opinion and gameplay. So, the PICO 4 then. Well, the PICO company sent me a PICO 4 unit for test and review, really out of the blue. I got the email, but I was very curious because I've only tried really one other VR unit, which I currently own for my current next-gen game console. So as you can imagine, I was rather curious. So with that, I've been testing the PICO 4 VR unit for really a few weeks now, and when the head unit arrived, the remarkable thing about it was it did not require any external hardware like a PC or a game console to use it. It's standalone, meaning it's portable, you can take it anywhere, though you can use the PICO 4 as a standalone product as well as via a PC if you want to. This means PICO 4 is completely its own product with a raft of games available. I've been on the store, there are a ton. Let's take a look in the box and see what we're working with. Well, included in the package is the PICO 4 VR unit. There's two wireless controllers, charging adapter, cable, it's all USB-C, as well as documentation, instructions, guarantees as well for the product, so you can easily set the technology up. So the VR unit at first glance is rather small, and when you try it on, it's very lightweight and comfortable, super comfortable to wear with or without the user wearing glasses. Now the controllers have a built-in motion tracking into the ring of the controllers and are comfortable to hold regardless of your hand size. Great tracking tech and controller ergonomics. The PICO 4 head unit has a 90 Hz vibrant, sharp, high color 21x60, yes, 4K per eye resolution with an LCD pancake lens with a 105-degree field of view, so you can take in all the action with minimal external light leaking into the head unit from your surroundings. But that's not all, since the PICO 4 has a 16 megapixel camera built in and a total of 5 sensor cameras around the face of the unit, allowing accuracy and flipping in and out of VR or the real world. Just as a simple double tap to the right side of the headset will allow you to switch out of the fly, on the fly, from the game or application to viewing your surroundings in case the doorbell rings or the phone rings. This is a useful and nice touch, and unlike some VR units, the external camera allows for a full color display. There are volume adjusters on the right side in easy reach, very accessible. The USB-C to PC connection is to the left of the unit. You can adjust just about everything from the lens, IPD distance, to facial comfort and audio to fit perfectly with your vision, hearing and face shape. If you're concerned about your face overheating during extended play sessions, then don't be. The PICO 4 unit has a whisper quiet active cooling fan built in, and PICO 4 has also built-in speakers with a nice well-rounded sound, though if you want the extra boom, of course, you want to boost the audio for that punchier bassy sound, well, you can simply attach Bluetooth headphones or Bluetooth device, or a USB-C headphone adapter will get the unit running, as it does not feature a 3.5mm headphone jack. Now in terms of storage, the unit that I received came with 256GB of space to download and play games, though there was also a 128GB version available, and you can use this storage to save apps and record gameplay from 1080p to 4K for playback in an awesome movie theater surrounding where you can also watch your own TV and movie content. It's really cool watching a movie in the theater mode with all the chairs around you, like a panoramic 360 degrees, and you can just have your own personal VIP 200-inch screen. You can also connect Pico 4 to a PC either wirelessly or wired using a USB-C cable via virtual desktop or streaming assistant. Available from the PICO game store. It should be noted that the wireless streaming to PC option has no perceptible difference using Pico 4 wired, which is also great. So what's the user experience like? Well, once you've gotten the easy to set up VR unit and controllers out of the way, much like other VR headsets on the market, you'll need to calibrate the headset and controllers to fit your play space. The virtual floor will have boundary markers so you can play safely, and even better, Pico 4 does not require a huge play space to function. It's very forgiving. It all feels rather super responsive, either using hand gestures or the controllers themselves. The unit is so portable and untethered to external hardware. It's really liberating not having any wires attached to you, and you can use it externally to a PC as well if you want to. That you can take Pico 4 wherever you go because all the hardware is built in. As I say, it's going to be great just popping around your mates, going to family parties and stuff. It's one of those products that I suppose that once you can get it out of the house, everyone can have a go, everyone can have a look and understand what VR actually is. Now bear in mind that Pico 4 has been available since around September 2022. I believe that's when the product launched, as well as, you know, you'll find this with all of the recently launched VR headsets, that the update firmware rollouts since launch has dramatically improved the user experience. So I'm kind of reviewing this some 9 months later. So of course the product has improved. Therefore I can only speak to the user experience as it stands at the time of my first use. So the headset is certainly impressive out of the box. But what about the most important reason to own a Pico 4? Yes, the games. And there's quite the selection. As for the games, I'll be testing a number of games, around 4 or 5 games in videos over the coming weeks, but this video is primarily about the hardware and the possibilities and a glimpse into the games. As you can see, there is an abundance of games available. Some you know, some you don't, some you'll love, some you'll get to know, and yeah, there's tons of games on there. I put my orders in for games. They should be arriving soon. However, this is about the hardware, and would I recommend Pico 4 to someone in the market for a standalone VR device? Absolutely. In terms of pricing, I've seen the 128GB model for as low as £399, though in euros it's 429, and for the 256GB model it's 499, though your mileage may vary with various online retailers. Sound off in the comments if this product appeals to you. I've certainly had a blast and I can't wait to get back on for more. Let's continue the discussion cordially in the comments, as that brings us to the end of the video. Just like, subscribe, hit notification bell, comment regularly on videos. You can help Foxy Games UK reach more gamers, so feel free to share the video. You may also wish to consider supporting Foxy Games via Patreon, because, well, we're like family now. Link in the description. But that concludes our time together today. Until next time, play games, not corporations.